A disturbing federal report suggests Canadians could be foraging for food on public lands by 2040. Policy Horizons Canada released the dire forecast in January 2025 in a report entitled Future Lives: Social Mobility in Question. Its contents remain deeply concerning and worth closer examination. Policy Horizons Canada is a federal think tank within the public service that produces long-term strategic foresight to guide government decision-making. Its projections can quietly shape policies at the highest levels. It describes itself as the government's center of excellence in foresight, designed to empower the Government of Canada with a future-oriented mindset and outlook to strengthen decision-making. Its current head is Christel van der Elst, former head of strategic foresight at the World Economic Forum. The report warns that the powerful promise that anyone can get an education, work hard, buy property, and climb the social and economic ladder is slipping away. They liken Canada's future to a board game with more snakes than ladders. In 2040, upward social mobility is almost unheard of in Canada, the report states. Hardly anyone believes that they can build a better life for themselves or their children through their own efforts. However, many worry about sliding down the social order. While these scenarios aren't firm predictions, foresight reports like this are intended to outline plausible futures. The fact that federal bureaucrats see this as realistic is revealing and troubling. The report suggests post-secondary education will lose its appeal. Rising costs, slow adaptation to labor market needs, long program durations, and poor job prospects will push many away. People will attend university more to join the elite than to find employment. Homeownership will be out of reach for most, and inequality between those who own property and those who don't will drive social, economic, and political conflict. Inheritance becomes the only reliable path to prosperity, while a new aristocracy looks down on everyone else. The report warns that the gap between what youth are told to want and what they can realistically expect will widen, fueling frustration and apathy. As automation and artificial intelligence expand, many traditional white-collar jobs will be replaced by machines or software. Most people will rely on gig work and side hustles to meet their basic needs. This leads to one of the darkest predictions. People may start to hunt, fish, and forage on public lands and waterways without reference to regulations. Small-scale agriculture could increase. The authors don't propose solutions. Instead, they ask, what actions could be taken now to maximize opportunities and lessen the challenges related to reduced and/or downward social mobility in the future? That question should concern us. Policymakers aren't being asked how to prevent the collapse of social and economic mobility, but how to manage its fallout. Are those envisioning Canada's future more interested in engineering a controlled implosion than fostering hope and opportunity? Yes, artificial intelligence will bring challenges and change, but there is no excuse for despair in a country as rich in natural resources as Canada. Besides, the 2021 income data used in the report predates even the release of the first version of ChatGPT. If policymakers are serious about restoring upward mobility, they must prioritize Canada's resource economy. Ports, pipelines, oil and gas development, and mining are essential infrastructure for prosperity. When these sectors are strangled by overregulation, investment dries up, and so do jobs. The oil patch remains one of the fastest paths from poverty to wealth. Entry-level jobs in the field require training and safety courses, not four-year degrees. Similarly, post-secondary education doesn't need to be as expensive or time-consuming as it is now. We should return to models where nurses could earn certification in 2 years, instead of being funneled into extended university programs. And if governments required universities to wind down defined benefit pension plans, tuition would fall fast. Unfortunately, there's a real risk that policymakers will use reports like this to justify more wealth-killing socialism. A home equity tax, for example, might be pitched to avoid future tensions between renters and homeowners. Such a tax would require Canadians to pay an annual levy based on the increased value of their home, even if they haven't sold it. These policies don't build wealth, they punish it, offering temporary relief in place of lasting progress. Unless we choose a more sensible path, the controlled demolition of Canada will continue.